Hello, hello, hello. How are you all? Thank you so much for joining me this Thursday. I think it's Thursday. Yeah, this Thursday for another edition of Murray's Law. We got a really good one for you. First of all, if this is your first time joining me, welcome to the Beyond Launch Facebook group. I am attorney LaKanya Murray. I am the owner and the founder of Off the Mark IP Solutions, where we help clients throughout the United States with trademarks, copyrights, patents, business development solutions. So if you have any questions in any of those areas, definitely call us or DM us or email us. Contact us and let us know. So today's question is, how can I protect myself when I'm working, if I'm asked to participate in an anthology? And what an anthology is, it's a collection of written work. They can be poems, they can be stories, just by different authors. So it's the collection of those works. And I've been seeing a lot of these. They've been increasing in popularity over the last few years, especially in the world in our entrepreneurship realm, where I see a lot of different people are coming together to share either their stories or their expertise in a collective effort. And I like it. I'm here for it. I think that it's really powerful when you can share, when readers can get a point of view, like different points of view and different stories, and how to maneuver, or they can get expertise from different fields all in one place. I think that's really powerful and really useful. So I'm here for it. One of the questions I get both from the authors and from the people who are looking to put them together is like, what's going on with the copyright? What do we do? How do we protect ourselves? So for the authors, they want to make sure that they want to know what rights they have to their work once they submit it to participate in this group project. And for the people that are putting the group project together, they're like, what are my rights in this project that I'm investing in? So we're going to talk about that today, right? So, and by copyright definition, an author is the person that creates the work. And in this case, it's not just the writers. So the writers, yes, the writers are the person that we originally think of as an author, because they are. But also, an author is the person that's putting the work together. So the person that's putting the collection and creating the anthology is also an author and also has some protection. So this is what happens. If you are an author, as in you have written a story or submitted your expertise to be in this anthology, you have the copyright in your work. You have the copyright in your work. I advise that you register that work just so that there's no issue later on, and so that there's no issue whether or not you are in fact owning that work. And let me put it this way: you own that work unless your agreement says otherwise. Now, if you sign an agreement to participate in one of these things, and it says in there that you are transferring all your rights to such and such and such, then you don't have those rights. That's why you have to read your contracts and make sure that you are not giving up your rights. So as long as you're not giving up the rights, you actually own the rights to that story, which is awesome news, right? That means that it's free for you to use individually as you want to. Now, as for the publisher that's putting together the anthology, they own a copyright to the work as a collective whole. That means that they have the right to duplicate the work. They have the right to distribute the work. So they have the right to reproduce it, and they have the right to distribute it. So what that means is that person that's over the anthology, they don't have the right to your individual works. But as a whole, they get to say what happens to the book as a whole. So that's why, and oftentimes they say that you can purchase copies from them to sell, and you can sell it, on your website or when you're speaking somewhere or something of that nature. But what you can't do is go and upload it to Amazon, because then that'll cause a lot of confusion. And they have the right to do that. They have the right to say that you cannot create and make this available on Amazon, because we own the right and we want to distribute it through that platform. But if you want to buy copies from us, or a lot of times these experiences, they come with a certain amount of books. If you want to take those books and you want to sell them on your website, or if you want to sell them at an event that you're at, then that's fine. And they have the right to do that. So that is an excellent question, and I wanted to go over that and talk about that. So what that means, that when you're participating in these things, you need to have a written agreement. You need to make it clear on what the rules are, who owns what, who can distribute what, and where, and even when. So let's say you get an advanced copy of the book, but the official launch date is not until a couple months off. So since you have some copies of this book, does this mean that you can go and distribute it? Not without the people's permission. And you need to talk about that type of things in your written agreement. And if you need help with that written agreement, you know who to call, right? All right, so that is good. Thank you so much for that question. If you have a question, make sure that you submit it by emailing us at hello@offthemarkip.solution, dropping a comment down below, or DMing us in one of our many social media platforms. All right, that's what I have for you today. Yeah, if you like it, if this information was useful, make sure you like it, you share it, and you subscribe or join our group or wherever we are. Follow us on social media. I'm going to go finish working. Talk to you later. Bye.